It's your boy Marv from Obese for another Mobile Tip Tuesdays. How y'all doing, man? Hope you guys had a great weekend. This week, man, I will be going over, well, I had a question. Someone asking me to show you guys how to chop up a sample and to do a sample beat. So let me show you guys my my process in chopping up a sample and making a beat out of it. So I have Beatmaker 2 open. What we're going to do, I'm going to open up another drum machine, which I already have, and you can see that the drum machine is empty. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to load a sample. So what I would do, I will go to the load button to the left hand side, hit load sample, hit my content. Then I am going to go to that sample. It's one of the sample pack Saturday, volume 209 from this week. I am going to click on it. Okay, that's my sample. I'm gonna hit load. And actually what I'm gonna do, I'm going to remove it off there. I'm going to put it on bank on pad 1. So I'm going to go back, load that. Bam. All right. Now at the very bottom, you see the samples load when I hit the pad. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit edit sample. And I am going to spread this out. And show you guys how the chopping process goes. Now, I tend to make my own chops, but you can do an auto chop. You can hit how many number of slices you want it to be, yada, 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 whatever it is, whatever you want. The way I have it set up, I have all my chops is just going to be on bank A. So I'm going to go back to edit sample. And as you can see, I have my chops already. And basically, all I do when I manually chop is I just tapped on it where I want it to go. And that's how you make your chops. But I'm going to erase that because I don't need that. I got this already set up how I want it. So I got that. I can go and listen to them if I need to. Now that I have the chops in place how I want them, then what I would do, I would hit save as. It's important that you hit save as because you need it to save as a AIFF file. All right. So hit save as. Let me just do it for video purpose. Save it. Enter the file name. I already have it. Yada yada yada. Let me just save it again. Doesn't make it different because I already have a folder already set up. Have the sample already in Beatmaker. I'm sorry. Then what I would do, I would hit export chop. Now I have the option to apply all. Well, what I'm about to do, I'm about to apply to all the pads. Fade in, fade out, exclusive group, create samples from slices, or create samples from slices. This button, the create pattern slices, it only takes effect when you have time stretched the sample. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna apply these. I'm exporting my chops. I hit the fade in, fade out. Use exclusive group, yes, and I'm gonna create a sample from the slices. All right. So then I hit create preset. Save with sample. Then once that happens, I go hit the X button. Then I hit the load sample button here in the right hand corner. Then I hit load preset because I made it a preset. Then boom, you'll see what happened. And so I have my sample all chopped up. And I believe I have a few in B bank.
Señor.
All right. And now I can go in, change the volume on it. Change the volume. I can change the filter on it by hitting the arrow button at the bottom, hitting active. I can change the filter on each pad. You know, I can do whatever I want to. I can change the pitch on it. Change the fine tune. I can reverse it. If you're familiar with the MPC, this is definitely has a lot. It has a lot in common. Even when they was creating it, like I said, man, if you use MPC or any hardware drum machine, Beatmaker has that same functionality in mind. All right, and then so what happened if that's sampled the way if it's chopped up the way I want it. And again, just you got each sample. Everything is on its own pad, man. And then you can also go back in and make any adjustments. You know, you can do any editing. Well, you can time stretch or pitch shift it if need be. So you got your sample the way you want it. Then it's just basically creating, you know, a pattern, you know. And I had already did this beat, so I'm going to let you hear how I chop that sample up. And even with my drums, I chopped up my drums as well. Hold on. Let me find my drums. And if you're familiar with the sample loop, it's the Impeach the President by James Brown. Hold on. You get it. It's the Impeach the President drums chopped up. And it was one loop and I did the same thing. Chopped it up. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what I got here. This is a snare. Discard because kick. Hi-hat. Snare, another hi-hat, kick. Same process, same technique that you use to when you're chopping up a sample. And what I did, I broke it down, and this is what we got. And there you have it, man. how to chop up a sample in BeatMaker 2. All right. Next week I will be going over the grid in BeatMaker, just how the functionalities and what you can do, editing, the velocity, the pan and stuff. And in the next video, which I've been getting a lot of DMs and questions about, different ways of importing and exporting your files, the way I do it, what's quick and easy for me. All right, this is Mobile Tip Tuesdays. More for more beats, MachineMasters.com. You guys have a great week. Grace and peace.